Arvind Kejriwal has been granted interim bail yet again by the Supreme Court in ED's PMLA case. In what could be seen as a question directed to the agencies, the Supreme Court, while granting this bail in the excise policy case, observed that mere interrogation isn't a ground for arrest. It's another matter that another court extended judicial custody of Arvind Kejriwal in the CBI case till July 25. So there's no immediate relief of the kind that the CM would have hoped for. He will continue to stay in jail as long as the CBI custody doesn't run out. But the Supreme Court bench, comprising Justices Sanjeev Khanna and Dipankar Datta, also referred Kejriwal's petition challenging the very arrest to the larger bench to examine the question whether the need or necessity of arrest must be read as a condition into Section 19 of the PMLA. Over the last 3 months, a lot of back and forth has been taking place, both politically and legally, on Arvind Kejriwal's role and his arrest by the two agencies. With another relief given to the Delhi CM, the question that arises is whether it is his case against his arrest or the agency's case for his arrest that is stronger. And we'll take that question to our guests and experts joining us in just a bit. Let's first go through what the court said earlier today in its order. There are many facets that work. On one side for the Aam Aadmi Party, on the other side for the BJP that has been challenging the Arvind Kejriwal's role or questioning it in this case. So interestingly, the court said that they actually haven't examined the question of bail itself, but parameters of Section 19. They said Section 19 is subjective and is subjected to the opinion of the officer. It is amenable to review. But the court did add that they feel mere interrogation does not allow the agencies to arrest an individual. They also went on to say that Arvind Kejriwal has suffered incarceration now for over 90 days. And this is a matter that they see of life and liberty. But with regards to the overall need to arrest, they have sent some issues to the larger bench, and I will break that down in just a bit. Now, the court also added that they are conscious that Arvind Kejriwal is an elected leader and that he holds a post which has influence and importance. While the court said that they cannot direct him to step down from the position of the Chief Minister, they leave that decision to him. There are, of course, restrictions on the Chief Minister like last time where he cannot quite function as the Chief Minister. Court also added that observations made in this order or judgment are not on the merits of the case and that facts as alleged are yet to be established or are to be proved, as of course the trial will do. Now, the question of the Kejriwal petition challenging the very arrest by the ED in this case will be decided by the larger bench along with some other key questions. Remember, that's the main petition that the Delhi Chief Minister is fighting. So what are the aspects that the court wants a larger bench to look at? That relates to the need and necessity of arrest under Section 19 of the PMLA, especially in view of the doctrine of proportionality. The court felt a larger bench should decide this, and what should be the contours or the conditions put in such cases when these questions of bail or interim bail or regular bail arise in cases like these. Now, Arvind Kejriwal has been in Tihar jail since April 1. He has approached multiple courts at multiple times to secure both interim or regular bail, along with the fact, of course, that he has challenged his very arrest. Let me just break down the whole saga of bails. On May 10th, the Supreme Court gave him his first relief when he was granted interim bail to campaign for his party in the last leg of the Lok Sabha elections. He was, of course, asked to surrender back post the final phase of the general elections. After that, he applied for regular bail in the lower court. The Rouse Avenue court actually granted him bail and was very, very strong against the agencies. But that was almost immediately stayed by the Delhi High Court that reprimanded the lower court. Today, of course, is the third such relief that has come to Arvind Kejriwal. The Apex Court granting him interim bail again in the ED case, but the CBI custody continues, so he continues to be in custody until, of course, a decision comes or that custody runs out in the CBI case as well. With that being the backgrounder of the relief that Arvind Kejriwal has managed over a period of time, The big question we ask today is simply this. A lot of back and forth has taken place over the last 3 months. Whose case is stronger? It's both about perception politically outside the courts and inside the courts.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है कि हाँ जी, necessity of arrest is an important thing which the IO should consider before arresting, and on that issue as to what are the parameters of necessity of arrest, the matter has been referred to a larger bench.
ईडी अरविंद केजरीवाल के खिलाफ काम कर रही है, सिर्फ इन्वेस्टिगेशन का काम नहीं कर रही है, उनको फंसाने का काम कर रही है। ऐसे में आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट की जमानत बहुत बड़ी बात है।
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने तो एक सील ऑफ अप्रूवल लगाई है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये पाया है कि माननीय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी शराब घोटाले में मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग के ऑफेंस के गिल्टी हैं।
Let's go across to our guest joining us. Anuja Kapoor is joining us from Delhi BJP. Anmol Panwar, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Satendra Singh is former deputy director of the ED. Also, Adish C. Agarwal is senior advocate, Supreme Court, also joining us on the show. Before I actually delve into the politics, because we've heard that politics play out for almost 2 years now, I want to go across to some of our experts. Adish C. Agarwal, I'm coming to you first up. How do you look at the Supreme Court transferring the question over Section 19 and the need and necessity versus the reason to arrest that the agencies or the agency officer has to a larger bench? Do you think Section 19 and the need and necessity of arrest, as the court says, needs some sort of relook?
Yeah, this requires relook. That's why this division bench of Supreme Court has referred to the larger bench. Now, Chief Justice will be constituting this larger bench and this question will be decided.
What, according to you, is the problem with this Section 19 or the need or necessity for arrest? Why do you think the court is feeling that we need more clarity on this?
Yeah, that's why judges felt this required consideration by larger bench. This is whether necessity to arrest is there or not on this aspect, and whether when a person is required for investigation, then he can be arrested or not. So on that larger issue, this division bench has referred this to a larger bench.
So can I just ask you, for my and the viewers' understanding, as I saw it, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, there is a reason that the investigating officer can make out for arrest versus a need or a necessity for arrest. Is the court trying to balance the two? What the officer may feel is the reason to arrest and what is the actual need and necessity to arrest?
Yeah, these are different issues, the different circumstances. That's why court feel that the larger bench should decide whether once the IO feel that he is required for investigation, that's why he should be arrested, or that he should be, there is a need to arrest.
Right. Reason to believe of the IO versus the need or necessity to arrest. Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, this could then become almost a case that will become a precedent because a lot has been discussed of the powers of the ED. Satendra ji, I want to come to you.
Having very consequences will be all India, and this will be very major issue in this act.
Yes, it could become a precedent if the court, a larger bench, decides one way or the other. Sir, we'll try and correct your frame. In the meantime, I want to go across to Satendra Singh. आपको क्या लगता है सत्येंद्र जी, ये जो क्वेश्चन कोर्ट ने उठाया है, क्या ये इसकी वजह ये नहीं है कि लेटली हमको देखने में मिला है कि किसी को भी अरेस्ट कर लेती है एजेंसी?
शिवानी जी, देखिए पर्टिकुलर केस जो है इसके अंदर एक सवाल खड़ा किया गया है, नेसेसिटी। अब नेसेसिटी की जहां तक बात है, सेक्शन 19 बहुत क्लियर है, जहां आईओ को बिलीफ होता है, रीजनेबल जो बिलीफ है वो राइटिंग में होता है, ये नहीं कि उसके दिमाग में होता है। तो जो रीजन टू बिलीफ है उसमें हर चीज बड़ी क्लियर होती है कि क्यों अरेस्ट करना जरूरी है।
ओके इस केस में आपको क्या लगता है कि क्या मेन रीजन था जो अरविंद केजरीवाल को अरेस्ट करना पड़ा?
देखिए, अब सवाल है कि आप अभी अरविंद केजरीवाल जी पे मत जाइए, सवाल यह है कि क्या सेक्शन 19 में कितने लोगों के बयान ईडी में होते हैं? क्या सबको गिरफ्तार किया जाता है? नहीं किया जाता। बहुत कम लोग गिरफ्तार होते हैं। इसका मतलब आईओ जहां फील करता है कि उसको क्यों गिरफ्तार करना है। केजरीवाल जी के केस की जहां तक बात है, मैं कोई स्पेसिफिक इस पे नहीं कहना चाहूंगा, लेकिन गिरफ्तारी करते समय आईओ 2-3 चीज देखता है। एक, जिसको गिरफ्तार किया करना है उसका रोल कितना बड़ा है, क्या वो इन्वेस्टिगेशन में जो एविडेंसेज हैं या दूसरे गवाह हैं उनको प्रभावित करने की क्षमता रखता है। ये सबसे बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट इश्यू होता है। तीसरा, क्या वो यदि बाहर रहेगा तो जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन के सबूत इधर उधर है उनसे छेड़छाड़ करेगा या उनको खत्म करने की कोशिश करेगा। ये रीजन टू बिलीव में लिखा होता है। अब जो नेसेसिटी है, तो नेसेसिटी भी वहीं से रीजन टू बिलीव से आएगी, लेकिन क्योंकि माननीय उच्चतम न्यायालय ने एक आदेश दिया है और लार्जर बेंच अब इस पे डिसाइड करेगी। ऑलरेडी देखिए ईडी की पावर्स पहले भी चैलेंज थी, एक जजमेंट आया, उसका फिर चैलेंज है। लेकिन आज की तारीख में जो लॉ ऑफ लैंड है, जो पीएमएलए एक्ट कहता है, वो ये कहता है कि आईओ को किसी कोर्ट से वारंट लेने की जरूरत नहीं है गिरफ्तार करने के लिए। उसको सेटिस्फाई होना है, लीगली सेटिस्फाई होना है कि इस आदमी को या इस व्यक्ति को मुझे गिरफ्तार करना है, और उस पर लीगल बाउंडेशन है, वो ग्राउंड ऑफ अरेस्ट बताता है उनको। बाकी जो कंडीशंस है वो तो अपनी जगह है।
Well, there has been a sense growing that the ED can virtually do whatever it feels like, and therefore it can be prone to misuse by whatever is the dispensation of the day. Satyendra ji, एक second में आपके पास वापस आऊंगी. I just want to go back, go to our political representatives as well. Having said that, the reality also is, Anmol, that the CM did not turn up for 9 summons. And the arrest happened after that. As someone who holds a constitutional position, he also has a responsibility to make himself available. He kept saying that, you know, he doesn't think that he deserves a warrant or these warrants are illegal. But that's not quite the behavior that you expect against a premier agency. On top of that, as your political rivals are reminding you, this is again nothing to do with the merits of the case, just technicalities.
Shivani ji, the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court in Pankaj Bansal case very clearly said that he, in the capacity of witness, he was not bound to appear before the Enforcement Directorate, although each and every time he answered the summons sent to him and inquired from the officials of the Enforcement Directorate as to in which capacity he was called. And they were unable to answer even in the court. Even before the 7th charge sheet was filed, they were not able to answer whether he's a so-called kingpin, whether he's an accused, whether he's a witness. It was after constant grilling by the court that they have now, in a bid to keep him behind bars, filed this charge sheet, which is an exact replica of the case which was there in April 2022. So this whole alleged liquor scam which has been concocted by the Bharatiya Janata Party has been completely debunked by the Honorable Supreme Court today.
That's not true. I just want to be careful that you don't say that on behalf of the Supreme Court. Politicians have landed in trouble quoting this or attributing what they are saying to the Supreme Court. Let's not do that. I think I read out very carefully that the Supreme Court has made it very clear that their order has nothing to do with the merits of the case. Let's respect that.
Shivani ji, I agree with that. But at the same time, the court observed that the right to life and personal liberty, which is a fundamental right guaranteed under Article 21 of the Constitution of India and protected under Article 20 and 22 of the Constitution, is sacrosanct and it cannot be infringed. What the court said is, in paragraph 55 and 56, that the officials of the Enforcement Directorate, they selectively referred to the inculpatory material and they disregarded the exculpatory material. And this non-consideration of exculpatory material. That is the reason why Supreme Court felt the need to refer it to a larger bench, because
No, the Supreme Court has referred it to a
because
larger
the
bench
official-
only on
please
the
allow
need
me
and
to complete.
necessity.
The official of the Enforcement Directorate failed to satisfy the court as per the mandate of Section 19 of the PMLA Act that the reasons to believe, which has been recorded in writing, are not in
Yes,
accordance
I
with
said
the
that,
law.
but that's still
They have-
different
yeah.
from the merits of the case itself. The merits of the
we
case,
all- Shivani
the
ji, we
court
all-
has very clearly said that those are
Shivani
yet
ji-
to be established or proved. The trial hasn't started.
We all remember, just 30 seconds. We all remember that when the Honorable Rao's Avenue Court granted regular bail to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, the judge very emphatically stated that there's no evidence against him. Not a single penny has
I
been
know that,
recovered
but
even
you know,
after 2 years
it's
of
irrelevant to
investigation.
refer to that
And,
order because that
no, why
order
is it
was stayed.
irrelevant?
I'll tell you why. Because
how
not
was
only,
it
one
stayed?
second, I'll tell you why.
Yeah,
Because not
yeah.
only was that order stayed by the Delhi High Court, the Delhi High Court was very categorical in verbally reprimanding, if I can say that, the lower court
But-
for being premature in saying that. So accept both sides. My point is
Have you-
exactly this, that you cannot
Shivani
pick
ji,
and
a
choose
simple
what one
question for
court
you.
said and not what the other court said.
Shivani ji, it is unheard of that can a high court, without even formal issuance of an order by a sessions court, stay the order?
No, see,
What
you can
has
get into
recently-
technicalities. That's not the
It's
issue
not
I'm
a- it's
discussing.
not about
If you are
technicality.
talking about what the extent of the order is, or what the tone and tenor of the
order
order
was
is,
passed at
what the
11
merit, what the
and
argument of the merit of the
Honorable
case
High
is,
Court stated at 10:30 a.m.
then
How is it possible?
that's your problem. You can raise with the High Court. That's not the issue I am raising. Please understand.
and day
I am
before
talking about
yesterday-
the fact that the lower court order that you're now talking about is irrelevant. It's not. It doesn't stand in any court. That's the
Shivani ji,
reality.
Shivani ji, the reality is that the order which has been stayed by the Honorable Delhi High Court without even formal issuance of the order by the Sessions Court, in which a regular bail was granted to the Honorable Delhi Chief Minister, is illegal and is unheard of. This is a new kind
You
of
should challenge it
jurisprudence.
in court. That's
Yeah,
not
we have
the
already
argument
challenged
that
it.
I am
We have
making.
already
I am
challenged
saying
it,
that
and that is the
don't.
reason.
Let's not pretend. Is what I'm saying. Let me just cut.
Shivani ji-
Let me one second, Anmol. Let me just cut the jargon out. Let's not pretend. This is politically and publicly speaking, like Arvind Kejriwal has been absolved. I know you as a political party will try to, put forth that narrative, but I cannot allow the courts to be used to allege that that is the case. That is not the case. Let's not pretend that it is the case. Anuja, the reality also is that from many months ago, since before the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal, the arguments we are hearing from the agencies are virtually the same. The case doesn't seem to be moving forward. There doesn't seem to be some great evidence that is being presented against him. His vicarious liability has been talked about. He's been made an accused. The Aam Aadmi Party has been made an accused. But courts are still willing to look at the fact that possibly his arrest was not required. That's the import of the judgment today by the Supreme Court, that they have doubts if the agencies really needed to pick him up.
Yes, Shriram, and good evening, Shivani. Again, I think what we are putting today on this debate is a legal procedure. And this legal procedure should be talked in Supreme Court, in High Court, in Rouse Avenue Court. And this is the appeals and the things which can carry forward. This whole system is a legal procedure battle. If by pick and choose of the orders cannot be done. Now, when there is a precedent, the precedent is from Supreme Court, High Court, and then, the trial court. So the trial court is being stayed by High Court, and the High Court categorically said and upheld the politician's arrest. That was, it says that Arvind Kejriwal arrest was being upheld. And they say that the central providency did not have any other option, little option left after he skipped repeated summons. So that is when they again challenged it in the High Court some time back. That is what the High Court contention was. Now, when you talking about Supreme Court, and Supreme Court again under a legal procedure is giving it to the constitutional or to the higher bench. Now, this whole situation is where we're talking about the legal arena. But what we are looking into is the trail also. Now, when we're talking about the trail, it's a trail of 100 crore. Nobody puts 100 crore trail in their locker or somewhere where you can just pick and put. We have also seen Manish Sisodiya is behind bar, and he has not been out. We have also seen K. Kavita is behind bar. I am feeling very sorry, Shivani. If this is going to be the stuff, and he's going to speak in between, this is
why are you?
no, Shivani, I would.
One second.
Are you
One
going to
second.
say
Your
something?
facts correct.
Yeah, one
Shivani,
second.
are you going to say
Don't
something
worry.
to it?
I've got enough time for you, Anusha. 1 second. Anmol, not like this, please. I shouldn't have to remind you. Anusha.
Yes.
Anuja.
Thank you so much. So this is how it has to be done. When a person now you have this guy started speaking in between. So this is how it is the situation when ED, CBI, they are not the chisel of Bharatiya Janata Party because they are a constitutional post. Whatever matter they have, whatever investigations they have done, that has to be there in the court of law. The court of law looks into it, then only they give a judicial custody or a remand.
I get that. But Anuja.
There is nowhere a BJP is behind this.
No,
Is
I'm
there
not.
anyway? No, you
The
also
question is
understand
not
There
that.
is nowhere a
Anuja, the
BJP
question is
behind
not
this.
that. You're answering a question I haven't asked. The question I'm asking though is that, this is also about political and public perception. For 2 years, you've called the Delhi Chief Minister corrupt. You've also given judgments in public pronouncements against him. Don't you feel this case is not going anywhere, at least in courts against him?
Haven't I told you that 100 crore is the whole trail which was being to be looked out, and 45 crore has already been taken out. This trail of the proceedings of crimes has already been gone and seen into Goa, and the person is also been looked into. Now there has been the approvers, which Supreme Court also accepted, upheld it, and the High Court also upheld it, and the Rouse Avenue Court looked into the trail. So what we are talking about, the approvers on which the case has been made up and the trail which has been set up, this is the events of crimes which have been taking up. The whole situation is looked in front of the judicial custody, in the judicial arena, where we are talking about this Arvind Kejriwal ji, who has not only, put forward all his political arena at that time, and he has used and misused his power of making the
That's
excise
the
policy
allegation. Let's just see exactly how that allegation is going to be, supplemented in court. And let me ask our experts that question pointedly. Adish Agarwal and Satyendra ji. Adish Agarwal, first to you. Do you think the agency's role, this has become a test case for the agency's role on how they operate, particularly under PMLA?
See, now they have to prove that Mr. Kejriwal was in receipt of ill-gotten money, and that is the money is here or that was used in some other manner. But they are supposed to prove this aspect.
No, what about the powers of the ED particularly? Do you think that this case has kind of shined a light on the PMLA itself? I know it was challenged once by many parties, and then the Supreme Court upheld the powers.
This aspect,
yes.
As per presently, it has the power. It is being interpreted in both ways. So that's why the court felt it should be clarified by the larger bench. Whether when the IO feel that there is a reason to arrest, then whether that is sufficient or there is a necessity, there is a little difference between that, and that's why this has been referred. It is very thin difference between both things. So, but regions where the power to necessity require more evidence for arresting a person.
Okay, all right. Satyendra ji, the same question to you. Agencies के ऊपर सवाल उठ रहा है कि वो किस तरह ऑपरेट कर रही हैं, और कोर्ट सब ये मानते हैं कि कोर्ट जो लॉ अभी प्रिवेलिंग है उस हिसाब से ऑर्डर देती है, लेकिन कोर्ट को भी ये सोचना पड़ रहा है कि अगर आप लाइफ एंड लिबर्टी की बात कर रहे हैं तो उस हिसाब से एक डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी भी होती है। तो क्या ये ईडी की पावर सही है या नहीं? अब कुछ लोग इसको जुडिशियल ओवररीच कह सकते हैं, लेकिन कोर्ट का भी एक दायित्व बनता है कि वो इन क्वेश्चंस को देखे।
जी शिवानी जी, देखिए, जहां तक ये इसका सवाल है कि एजेंसी की वर्किंग या उसकी पावर पे क्वेश्चन मार्क किया गया, तो मुझे ऐसा कुछ भी आज के और जजमेंट में, ऑर्डर में नहीं लग रहा है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट का कंसर्न ये है, जनरल कंसर्न है, वो है लिबर्टी। लिबर्टी को सबसे ऊपर माना गया है, पर्सनल लिबर्टी को हमारा जो है फंडामेंटल राइट है। अब ये लार्जर पर्सपेक्टिव में वो बात कर रहे हैं, पर्टिकुलर केस की इसमें बात नहीं की गई है। उनका कहना यह है, जहां तक मैं समझ रहा हूं, कि एक बड़ी बेंच इसको तय करे कि क्या हमें कोई पैरामीटर बनाने चाहिए या अभी जो लो है वो ठीक है। तो कोई एजेंसी पे क्वेश्चन उन्होंने कहीं भी खड़ा नहीं किया, कहीं भी उन्होंने एक बार भी ये कमेंट दिया नहीं दिया कि भी इस पर्टिकुलर केस में आईओ ने अरेस्ट करने में कोई जल्दबाजी दिखाई या अरेस्ट करने के लिए उसके पास कोई ग्राउंड नहीं थे। ऐसा क्योंकि आज जो इंटरिम बेल दी गई है उसका पीएमएलए के पूरे केस से कोई लेने देना नहीं है।
कोर्ट ने आज तो बोला है कि वी डोंट थिंक दैट इंटेरोगेशन इज अ ग्राउंड फॉर अरेस्ट।
नो, देखिए, इंटरोगेशन इज ए ग्राउंड, नॉट ए ग्राउंड, ये फैक्ट है। इंटरोगेशन अलोन इज नॉट ए ग्राउंड फॉर अरेस्ट। ये तो बड़ा वेल एस्टेब्लिश है। सेक्शन 19 में भी कहीं नहीं लिखा हुआ है कि इंटरोगेशन का मतलब अरेस्ट करना है। अरे आप ये समझिए कि 100 आदमियों को ईडी इंटरोगेट करती है तो मुश्किल से 1 या 2 आदमियों को अरेस्ट किया जाता है।
Okay, all right. You're saying there were other grounds for the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal, and those questions will be looked at. The larger question of his arrest being legal or not is still up in front of the Supreme Court. Yes, Anuja, 30 seconds, then Anmol Parmar, 30 seconds. Yes, Anuja.
What you're asking is that he skipped the summons. The interrogation, they definitely went and asked कि आप आकर हमारे साथ इंटेरोगेशन के लिए आइए, आप उसमें इन्वेस्टिगेशन में साथ में बैठिए, but he was not there. He never did it. For 9 or 10 summons, he was not there. So that is what the High Court also upheld, that this is not an illegal detention or something or an arrest.
Okay.
It is because you did not come when asked by the summon of the court. Look, this is an example setter. Of course, Arvind Kejriwal, this case is going to be an example and a precedent. Why? Because you cannot just, then there now the people are also talking, there are many people who are sitting in the jail. Amitendra Singh, that guy is also there. There are many people who are sitting as the people on the bail. Why don't you give bail to them? So that is why the court is being very careful that now, a guilty person should not be, set free and innocent to be behind bars. But that is what we are looking into. If you think Arvind Kejriwal is innocent or guilty, this is where not only the CBI and the ED, they are providing with the proof of it. They're providing with the proceeds of crime. And then the larger bench will also look into the PMLA. When people were talking about the PMLA, do not have a provision of a bail, which can be, it is a very strict thing. But then in that, Sanjay Singh also got the bail. So, but in the same, Manish Sisodia is not getting.
Okay, all right. I get your point. Anmol, 30 seconds.
Things.
Shivani ji, this draconian law gives unfettered powers to the enforcement directorate. That is why it becomes indispensable at the very inception to prove your innocence, because it reverses the burden of proof. And what 3 important points Satyendra ji and Anuja ji has missed are that the enforcement directorate admitted that they don't have any independent or direct evidence. It is mentioned in the order. The second important thing which the court has indicated is and observed that the material has been suppressed by the officials of enforcement directorate and has not been considered while mentioning the reasons of arrest as mandated by section 19 of the PMLA Act.
Okay.
That is the reason why exculpatory material has been ignored. The statements which were in favor of Mr. Kejriwal, which directly refers to his innocence, that have not been put on record.
All right. Well, all of those are matters that courts are yet to go into actually. It's a little bit confusing, but we have to accept that the merits of the case have not been discussed yet in this entire saga of Arvind Kejriwal's arrest. It's mostly about whether he should get bail, on what conditions, plus now, of course, the challenge to his very arrest, where possibly the merits will come into play. I do thank all of our guests for joining us.